so it looks like we're installing the Skywave X70 soundbar here. It is the 7.1.4 channel soundbar, which you have 7 firing speakers. You have 1 subwoofer and 4 height speakers. And those height speakers here are gonna be on the tops of these soundbars here. So you can see this would be the soundbar. They will connect using these 4 silver guys. Will slide into these little black holes and they spin like this. Same with this one over here, spin. And now you can see the 4 up-firing speakers on the whole system here. And those are meant to shoot towards the ceiling and have that Atmos effect for surround sound movies and everything. This subwoofer here, I believe this is a 10-inch subwoofer here, omnidirectional, so it can be placed anywhere in the room and it just needs power and it will wirelessly connect to the system, as well as these rear speakers will just need power right on the bottom here, one little power plug, and they will wirelessly connect to the soundbar, as well as you can actually mount these guys to the wall as well. For surround sound speakers, you typically want to keep them around ear level. So in a living room like this, I would recommend somewhere maybe on these stands here, or if anything, maybe even a little bit higher here. You definitely don't want them too low because then it's going to mess up the sound quality, and it's not going to be shooting towards your ears. So definitely want ear level here, and the same with the soundbar here. We have one of the power cables. This is going to be the actual power that it gets hooked up to this power brick here. We have the screws if you want to mount these speakers to the wall. Yes, it looks like they provide plenty of mounting pieces. You have 2 for these rear speakers here, and they will get attached to the back here and here. And then you would just need the 2 drywall screws to attach to the wall. And then same for the soundbar. On the back of the soundbar, you can see 4 holes here where these guys would all get attached to, like this. And then you continue doing all of them. Now this is going to be one of those power cords for the rear speakers here. You have a little manual quick start guide. Probably shows you how to set it all up for you. Comes with an HDMI cable and an optical cable. Those are the 2 typical ways to connect a sound system. Recommended to connect most sound systems using the HDMI cable here due to a few reasons. One, the HDMI allows you to be able to use Atmos on sound bars. So if we were to not hook up that HDMI, these speakers would actually not fire. But some TVs don't have the HDMI port, the EARC HDMI port on TVs, so then they would typically need the optical cable here. This looks like it is the remote. There it is. Awesome. This is gonna be the power cord for the subwoofer. Perfect. So now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get this older soundbar uninstalled. Get that unplugged. All right, we're gonna be setting this soundbar up here now. And one thing to take a note is this is the power port for the soundbar. And then you have these main 2 connections. You have the optical and HDMI EARC. Today we're going to be hooking up with the EARC HDMI port to let the TV remote control the volume and power of this system. And the HDMI also allows these height speakers to work on this soundbar and as well as the rear speakers. We'll go ahead and get this guy placed right on top here. So getting this HDMI connected to the soundbar here, we're gonna make sure that we hook up this HDMI to the correct HDMI port on the back of this TV here. And you'll see on all these TVs here, you can see they're all labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. But something about this 4th one here, this one is showing the EARC port. That's the port that we're gonna wanna connect this soundbar today. That allows that communication between the soundbar and TV to control the volume and power of it. Let's go ahead and get this subwoofer out of the way. Place this one. It's a big difference here. All right, we'll go ahead and get this guy. And now we'll go ahead and get it plugged up. All right, let's see here. And you can see on the backs of the speakers that they are labeled. It says left surround speaker. And left is gonna be from where you're sitting and facing the TV. They're gonna want it on the left side of you here. So we'll go ahead, go over here, get this guy plugged in, place it right here, and go ahead and get the power in. And do the same thing to the right side. So get it plugged in. It's gonna get placed right here. All right, now's the time to turn the whole system on. We're gonna go ahead and turn the TV on. Yeah, these smart TVs kind of automatically detect what you actually have hooked up, and the soundbar actually automatically turned on and went to the correct input. EARC is the correct input that you'd want to have on. So now we're gonna go ahead and just check some settings on the TV. Go down to the sound settings here. Audio output settings, let's take a peek. Awesome, all right, audio output here. We wanna go down and choose that we wanna actually have it on HDMI, ARC here. Back, digital audio out. Now what we'll wanna do is, here is typically you wanna set the digital audio out to pass through. What pass through is gonna allow the correct audio signals to come through properly through the sound without compressing any of the audio files and get the best true surround sound that you can get. PCM is good to go to if you have any sound issues when it comes to sound bars. If it seems like it's not handshaking well, then you're gonna wanna go to PCM here. But for today, we're gonna go to pass through to help push the DTS audio. Back. And that should be about all the settings we need to check on the TV itself. And you can even test by hitting the volume on the TV remote here to see that it looks like it's already controlling a speaker. And then we can see the volume itself on the soundbar itself here. And then now we're gonna go ahead and check to see if these rear speakers and subwoofers are connected. So we'll start with a subwoofer here. So we're gonna check on the back of this subwoofer here. If we turn it, there should be a solid light on the soundbar or the subwoofer here. If it's not solid, then we know it's not paired, and then we would have to use the remote to repair it, which I can show you. If the subwoofer was not paired, you're gonna wanna use this remote and hold this pair button here for the subwoofer, this little X right here. Hold that about 5 seconds, and then you should see on the back of the subwoofer that it will be paired. Same with the surround sound speakers here. The surround level, if we hold that for about 5 seconds, while on the back of the surround sounds, we hold the pair button. We're gonna take a look, and you can already see it's a solid white light, meaning that it's already paired up. And that is that pair button I mentioned earlier. All right, so just to go over the remote just a little bit here. For sound adjustments, you'll wanna stay on the bottom part of this remote here. We have this button right here is a Dolby Surround Processing button that can toggle on and off to create a more immersive sound. The surround level here too. Surround level will adjust the rear speakers behind us. The bass level here will adjust the subwoofer's volume. We have EQ mode, which has 6 different sound modes, which we can go over. And then up firing levels here are all the speakers that are shooting up towards the ceiling to create that surround sound effect where you can hear the planes going over your head. So we can go ahead over to the soundbar here, and I can show you a few of those settings here. So we'll start with the EQ mode here. If I click on this here, you're gonna see we have music, we have voice mode, we have game, we have standard, and cinema was the last one that was there. Like the bass here, if I hit plus or minus on the actual soundbar itself, you'll see a little display where it says BS +4. That sound setting goes from -6 up to +6, so you can tune it to how you like. Same with the surround levels as well. If we hit the surround levels, every time we click this button, it will adjust the surround levels up to 6 and down to -6. And then we have up firing as well too. Up firing are those 4 up firing speakers here. Every time I click it, it looks like it's from -3 up to a +3. There we go. Every time I click it, +1, +2, and +3.
What?
You know we have the Bangkok merger coming up.
about wraps it up here. We installed the Soundwave X70 sound system here for you. And my honest opinion is I believe this is one of the higher end sound systems that you can get. I've set up hundreds and hundreds of sound systems, and this is kind of blowing a lot of those out of the water here. Really gives you that cinematic experience when you're going to the movie theater, and the bass is phenomenal. It is trying to make these windows shake over here. The rear speakers give you plenty of volume as well. Some of the lower end sound systems that you're gonna find that the rear speakers just don't give you enough power to them. And having the remote, having all those adjustments, fine tune it the way you want is perfect. So I would definitely recommend this soundbar. I might want to get one myself.